catch up.
It seems 2 of the halos have become solid ground. 1 more and the seals at the top of the tower will be broken.
Rain outlines your fate. Ring cutter. Time to act.
As a good night should. Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up. It's done! Paimon thinks we should venture onward from here.
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after we're done. Hopefully, this song will be sung for years to come by the people of Mondstadt, just like the legend of Vanessa.
I have loved that song since I was small. How are you feeling today, Honorary Knight? I am completely prepared and fully confident that we can do this.
Even Master Diluc accompanied us to the very end. Despite only being an accidentally involved bystander.
You shared your secret with me, and I only returned your trust to the same extent.
It's freedom.
freedom.
When you first arrived at Mondstadt, did no one tell you that Mondstadt is the city of freedom? She really is a child of free. Mondstadt is a romantic city without the reign of a king. And its citizens enjoy the most freedom amongst the 7 nations. I hope the dragon that once protected Mondstadt will soon be free too. No one should have deceived him by telling him that Mondstadt betrayed him. And no one should have told him that it was his eternal duty to protect the city. He has the right and freedom to choose his own way of life.
Venti?
Well then, traveler, may the thousands of years of wind that have blown through Mondstadt go with you. Just like the last time, I shall channel animal energy for you.
Oh, no wonder you said his voice sounds familiar. We can do this!
Look! There are 2 shiny spots on Dvalin's back! They appear to be poisonous blood clots that have coagulated on his wounds. The Abyss Order must have cursed the wounds. That's what's corrupting Dvalin's mind. To save Dvalin, we're going to have to get rid of those blood clots. Aim for those blood clots. Dvalin is getting away, but I'm familiar with his tactics. Just hold on a bit longer. Extract and condense the pure animo from the shots being fired. Shattering them will create acceleration currents. I can't control where they will appear, so keep your eyes peeled. Just one more! Now we can fight Dvalin on equal grounds. The grandest bard is here to help. But first, let me be clear. Even after hundreds of years without use, Dvalin's teeth and claws are still very dangerous. Blood clot on his neck. Finale Termini.
This dragon has strange taste when it comes to naming things.
I named it for him just now.
Seriously?
Well, anyway, let's ride the wind currents and stay away from the breaking platforms. The energy flooding out from the fissures will be hot. Be sure to watch your step.
I'll catch up. Steady as stone.
Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck. It's been a while since we flew like this together. Huh, Dvalin?
Just now. Why? Why did you not ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an Archon, is really no freedom at all.
Is this the power of the Animal Archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that so? You still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
And so, the Storm Terror threat was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt, and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Storm Terror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere, and then vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing.
However, winds change their course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future.
You guys are back! Yep, we're back from tussling with Dvalin.
You just returned yesterday, right? Jean got back first, and she I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that doesn't come into it. When I brought you into the city that day, I was just doing my duty as an outrider.
You're welcome. But have you been waiting for us here this whole time?
Of course not. Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work to do.
Aftermath.
While Master Jean was, fortunately, we weren't.
Oh yeah! Paimon remembers.
Exactly. And if we hadn't started making prep, me too. Hilly Churls aren't our best guess is that the Abyss Order.
They've taken over the Hilly Churls.
That's right. And since I'm the outrider, it's up to me to keep on. I'm sorry. You should be celebrating your victory. I promised to take you out for some sticky honey roast, didn't I? Before everyone got caught up in the Storm Terror crisis. There's no time like the present, right?
You bet!
Awesome, let's go! Wait for me at Good Hunter. I'll be right there. I just have... I'll catch up. Someone needs assistance.
Here we crisis! Adventurers Guild! Finally, our days of rescuing kittens and finding lost puppies are over! The age of it. Roll up, youngsters! Join the Adventurers Guild today! In this time of... What? What? The Storm Terror threat is resolved? Storm Terror should have...
Long live the heroes. Many trade routes have closed due to the I cannot imagine a world without wine. I hope they get the trade routes back up and running soon.
So Storm Terror's true identity is Dvalin, one of the four winds. Every cloud has a silver lining. We're fortunate that our relationship with the Dragon of the East didn't. For that, we have you to thank. As long as we have the Knights of Favon.
Greetings. May I take your...
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship. It seems your great battle sharpened not only your combat. To bask in the presence of Mondstadt's new big hero is quite the morale boost.
Sweet talking, sugar-coated.
Nonsense. I speak from the heart. Just looking for a quiet spot to collect.
While all the other knights are working hard?
Thinking can be an arduous task, you know. Believe me, I'd much rather be taking out
So what you thinking about that?
the Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in nothing more than a few hilly churls? To get to the bottom of it, I decided to wait. So I waited. And then came the day you made all hell break loose in Storm Terror. That same day, I saw
Inside the city?
Well, all the other knights were outside, fighting the enemy. Except for me, of course. And so I approached the Abyss Order through various means. I managed to... The situation is this. The Abyss Order...
The Abyss Order has a leader?
Yes. And it was this very leader who devised the plot to turn to...
What exactly did you have to do to find...
Let's just say I'm blessed with certain... There's more. The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence... I think she's still angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack. I'd better slip away.
One minute I see Kaya, the next he slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience. Are you sure? Because that sounds like exactly what he'd... But let's forget about him. I worked super hard today. Hi, Sarah. One sticky honey roast, please. Today's recommendation is the steak. So, now the Storm Terror threat is behind us. What are your plans for the next step?
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking through the 7 nations until we find clues about her brother.
Huh, really? Oh, well, I guess this is goodbye for now. Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of Avonius, and our honorary knight. That's the spirit? All right, now let's eat before it gets cold.
That was good. Note to Paimon.
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust me with the menu. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the Holy Lyre de Himmel. You'd better head there now.
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church. She is here to retrieve the holy lyre de Hamil.
May the Animal Archon protect you. I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our acting grand, but I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mons. Fortunately, everything was resolved peacefully.
Now the Fatui have no choice but to keep their mouths shut. They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned for them. This time, they even lost their best excuse to... Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing. And on the contrary, simply proved just...
Sounds like quite the story. So, did you bring the... We cannot ask you to keep defending the lyre forever. The Seneschal has been pressing me for a...
We, did bring it with us.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The church has always received... The Holy Lyre! Lord Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough!
Oh, give it here.
How could this Holy Lyre, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the lyre again!
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Lyre. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What? You tone-deaf bard! Hey, don't go!
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh. Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirk you wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
Should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis, Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
Venti!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
Honorary Knight, you're awake! I wouldn't say he's all right, exactly. I found you lying unconscious outside the cathedral and used my That bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing This is the first time I've encountered such a patient. But he just said,
He left?
Oh, the symbol of Mondstadt's... I wanted to stop him, but Jean... I mean...
Paimon remembers Venti. It's probably due to the connection between Windrise and the Animal Archon. Master Jean has figured it out.
wind amongst the branches is good. I said the exact same thing last time. Why do I only say these things when I'm down on my luck? So you noticed. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people. But as you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions. In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia. We call such people Allogene.
Allergenes?
That's because this is a secret that only Archons are privy to. We don't need primitive tools. Instead, each Archon has an internal magical focus that resonates directly with Celestia itself. It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying and stole your gnosis?
Her name is Signora, number 8 of the Harbingers. She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it, strength surpassing that of other mortals.
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya?
Indeed. She is one of the 7. The Tsaritsa, the 7 don't always get along well, but still. I never thought that. How should I. 500 years ago, I knew her well. But I can't say this. You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago. But we can save discussion of the Cryo Archon and the Fatui for another. If you seek the rest of the 7, many difficult. You should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo Archon he only descends once every year to give his divine predictions, which set the direction for Liyue for the rest of that year.
Even so, it sounds like he works much harder than a certain someone.
In any case, this year's Rite of Descension is soon to begin. If you miss it, you'll just have to wait another year.
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before? Well, then...
One moment, Windborn Outlander. Just use it gratefully. Or, better yet, treat me, traveler. As you set off on your journey once again, the birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, the destination is not everything. So before you reach the end, keep your eyes open. Use the chance to... Great! So, that's that for the Animo Archon's admonishments. Back to Venti time. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single... Well then, best be off to Liyue. If the dissension ritual you failed to tally, then another year you must dally.
Add Astra.
needs assistance.
Hard work is craft.
Moon pie! That's what I'll make tonight.
Someone needs assistance.
Never go adventuring on an end.
Leave it up to me. Time to clean up. Steady as stone. Someone needs assistance. Someone needs assistance.
Jules from Liyue. Come take a look.
So, you've got a taste for adventure too, huh? I must say, the patrons have been in a bit of a... Though the topic on everyone, even minding my own business, I still end up hearing all about it.
Uh-oh. It's not one of those scary urban legends, is it? If so, Paimon needs to take a deep breath first.
It's not a particularly scary story, no. At least, not for most people. It's the tale...
Huh? Did the bartender just say something?
You weren't even listening? Anyway, the Dark Knight hero. It is said that he appears in the middle of the night to fight evil and uphold justice. But to be honest, I don't have much interest in such rumors. Unless, of course, he can help take care of the more belligerent patrons after they've had a few too many. I would happily take that as proof of his existence. I'm told that there have been a handful... Perhaps that's why he only appears at night. Nevertheless. Anyway, that's more or less everything I know. If you want to know more, ask around in the plaza. I need to serve some customers.
Dark Knight hero. Seems, but just to wonder...
Even if you are...
I'll catch up.
You want to find out about the Dark Knight hero? Look no further. It's me. I am the Dark Knight. You're right, I'm not. Jokes aside.
What's that?
It's the way he sticks to his principles. Coming.
Wow, so you're not...
No. I just mean...
Why is that?
People only start worrying about spiritual fulfillment. It's the same in every hero story, isn't it? No, it's...
Same difference. You are the boss of the cat.
Why don't you ask the guards at the city gate? They do night shifts all the time. They must know.
I'll catch up.
Mondstadt welcomes you.
You want to know about him? In fact, I'm one of the few who is...
Great! This is the guy we need to talk to. So, just who is the Dark Knight hero?
Whoa, slow down. Well, I was I saw a gang of suspicious-looking fellows who looked like they were up to no good, so I quickly hid.
Hid?
That was when he appeared. He was dressed in black from head to toe, perfectly hidden in the night. The way he crept up on those...
Wow!
Guess what I did next? I wasn't the bad guy. Still, I did leave the scene. I didn't want to be a nuisance, so instead, I headed to... Correct. But it seems I was wrong. I checked everywhere, and there were no signs of anyone...
So you're saying whoever...
Yes. I'm sure they would warmly welcome someone of his abilities.
So, the point you're trying to make is... you...
Hey, don't be like that. Anyway, try asking at the flower shop.
Hi, that's what I'll make tonight.
What's wrong with me? Why can't I get him out of my mind?
Hello? We'd like to ask...
My hero! Oh, is it that obvious? Oh no. What am I going to do?
Huh? What's Diluc got to do with this?
Well, I guess I used to think Diluc was the one for me. But ever since the time I was rescued by the Dark Knight hero,
Wowee! You saw the Dark Knight hero?
It all happened so fast. All I remember is seeing a flash of fire. But I felt safe. I only saw his silhouette, but it felt so familiar. Who knows? Now that you it lit up the whole area in an instant. I remember that.
Okay, so all we need to do is find a wealthy, vision-wielding vigilante. But we already asked so many people. Let's take a look around the city at nighttime. It's getting dark. Let's stick around Mondstadt. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll meet the Dark Knight hero. The Dark Knight hero is Master Diluc?
After managing to steer clear of the guard's patrol route, I never anticipated I'd run into you instead. Dark Knight hero? Sounds awfully derivative to me.
How is this the first you've heard of the name? Every man and his dog in Mondstadt is yapping about the Dark Knight hero.
I do not concern myself with idle chatter. Though...
Huzzah! The great mystery of the Dark Knight. Now then, Miss...
Please stop calling me that. Seriously?
Not surprised. It's the stupidest super... Captain...
Pie?
Captain Pyro! Tell us, Captain Pyro, what happened here today?
It was the Abyss Order.
Them again?
I don't know what the devil they're plotting this time. It seems they're performing some initial reconnaissance. Considering that I've proven myself to be one step ahead of them on countless occasions, their persistence is unusual. I assume so, unless you're aware of any other Dark Knight heroes. The Knights are, for the most part, and utterly I cannot trust them to take this matter over. That's not my point. Well, I hope this conversation has been of service to you.
Oh? What is...
You must keep my identity. Above all, it is crucial that you do not let the Knights of
What's that sound? Yikes!
They appear to just be small-timers. You should have no trouble dealing with... I cannot afford delays on account of a few lackeys. I shall have... Remember, don't tell a soul.
Hey! You're just gonna...
Greetings. Did you see anything out?
Nope. Nuh-uh. Unless you're looking for the Dark Knight hero, in which case...
The Dark Knight hero. You saw.
Oh, the Dark Knight hero is...
You, the hero who safeguards Mondstadt from the shadows. On behalf of the Knights of Favonius.
It's nothing.
Wait a second. Aren't you the traveler that just arrived in the city? Rumors were circulating about the Dark Knight hero long before you were.
Oh!
Why would you lie to me about? But I do hope you will. Some things are duty calls. I must be going.
Seems like Huffman has something he really wants to say to you about the Dark Knight hero. Better head over to the Knights of Favonius and see if you can find him. Huffman!
Oh, it's you two. So, the Dark Knight hero. Do you have anything? The situation is.
Jeez, what horrible handwriting.
Nevertheless, this is a war declaration from.
Does that mean the bad guys want the Dark...
Something like that. Thus, we are hoping to contact him as soon as. After all, this matter no longer concerns merely the Dark Knight hero himself. If you find out anything at all, come and find me.
A war declaration sent... The Abyss Order? This is not good news at all for Master Diluc. Quick, we should go tell him right away!
The Dawn Winery's wines are old.
Master Diluc!
I take it you're about to inform me of the war. I'm aware of it. Though
What?
The Dawn Winery's intelligence network extends beyond
Great! So, what's...
I'm open to suggestions. No. That would be... They know full well that we don't exactly see eye to eye. If my identity were exposed, all my future activities would be subject to some degree of interference. After all, no power...
Ooh, the Abyss Order is really
There is a way. But for it to work, I need some more information. Specifically, I need to decipher the obscured
Obscured portions? You mean
It must be a cipher only understood by members of the Abyss Order, used to spread messages within It's not simply a war declaration. But also, when you take a stand that makes you a hero to one party, you also become a villain to the other. And since I've been the Abyss Order's enemy for so long, they've made me the target around which they...
Wow! Seems like it takes a lot of brains to be a superhero, huh?
I understand my enemy well, is all. As the saying goes, heroes and villains are two...
So what are we gonna do about the intel that's written in gibberish then?
Simple. When you don't understand, I've already tracked down one of their strongholds.
Someone needs assistance.